Your band was formed in 2001.
Yeah.
And how did you get together?
Well, in fact, we were at the same school with Jonsu and Heini, the bass player, and we met the others.
Yeah, they were playing in
other
the other
bands.
band, and then we asked them, do you want to change the band? And the other band members were really happy. No, we got along really well, and we shared the same kind of musical ideas and passion towards music. So we had some other groups before it, but this was the best working group.
Okay, and to anyone who has never heard of you before, how would you describe yourself?
Ourselves. I'm Jonsu. Hello. And I don't know. It's always hard to describe the music, but I would say it's hopeful. It's hopeful and blue.
Okay.
Some call it mystic romantic.
Yeah, and somebody said that it's fairy.
Fairy. Yeah. Probably there's some. We love a lot of movie composers like Angelo Badalamenti, John Williams, and Ennio Morricone. So probably there's some movie vibes in it.
Okay. And how would you describe your sound?
The sound. It depends. I would say it depends a lot from the album too, and from the song, because some songs, like Straight and Arrow, Outside, and Scissor Paper Rock are really rock songs. But then there's more movie soundtrack sounding songs like Ire Eden, Lilia's Lament. I think in the last album there was a pretty big variety of the moods.
Okay, and now to your album Away.
Mm-hmm.
What is the subject of this album?
The subject of this album was freedom, and it was about the cages we built to ourselves and how to escape there.
Okay. And you worked together with Thomas from Nightwish.
Yeah.
Was it helpful, this collaboration with him, for yourself, your sound, and?
Yeah, well, we have always been big fans of Nightwish. At least I have been.
Yeah, they're a great band, and we started to work with them. I did the first thing with them when Thomas asked me to sing their song "Last of the Wilds," and that's how I got to know him. And so in the tour, I think it was in Scandinavian tour with Nightwish 2007, when somebody got the idea that Thomas could produce it, and it felt like a great idea. And in the end, it was really, really great to work with him, and he's a really talented guy and great musician. So sure, you can hear his influence from the album.
Okay, and yourself are fans of Nightwish?
What?
Yourself, you are fans of Nightwish?
Well, I think it's a great group. Yeah, really big fans.
Okay.
All respect.
And Away is the first album in English. What was the reason to change from Finnish to English?
Well, we were touring in Europe with Nightwish, and there was a lot of people who were asking us to translate it into English. So we decided to make a whole CD out of it.
Yeah, and it was also, we have done already 6 albums in Finland and kind of seen the whole country and every single rock club. And so when Thomas asked us to join the tour, it felt like a, interesting adventure.
Okay.
And yeah, of course, there was only really bad YouTube versions in the net what people were listening. So it's pretty nice to do something better.
Okay, and what do you think is the difference between these both languages? Is it easier to read to write the lyrics in Finnish or in English?
Those are really different, because I'm Finnish originally, so it's it is much faster for me to write in Finnish. But then in the other hand, English language is really nice to sing. It's more melodic and floating totally different.
Okay.
So I'm sure next album will be in English, but hard to say in the future. We might do something in Finnish still too.
Okay, and how do you get the ideas from the songs?
I always compose the songs first, and I listen to the melodies, what stories they are telling, and what kind of feeling I get. I get certain kind of pictures always when I listen to the music, and so I just check what is telling.
Okay, are there any personal experiences you writing
In the
down in
album.
lyrics?
Yeah, of course. A lot of those are really personal for me, and yeah.
Okay. And who is or who was your personal musical idol?
Mine was, when I decided that I want to become a musician, it was Chopin. I guess it was when I started to play violin when I was 4 years old and piano when I was 7. So I grew up with classical music. What about you?
As we all did, yeah. We have all played like classical music before, but nowadays I think we have like common favorite bands like
Muse, Pink Floyd, Queen, Will Love, and there's many of those.
McDonald, yeah.
Cranberries, Kate Bush.
Okay. You mentioned Kate Bush. One of my favorite songs ever is Wuthering Heights. You did a cover version of it. And why do you decide to do this cover version?
It was a funny story. When we started, we had our first interview a long, long time ago, and I had a really, big, huge hole in my sophistication, because I remember the reporter came there and we were, playing, totally panic playing in the rehearsing place, and he said like, "Wow, this sounds like Kate Bush," and I was like, "Oh, Kate Bush sounds familiar, but I have to check it." And we went downstairs. There was a library, and we borrowed. It was Kick Inside and Never Forever, and I took those albums. I was like, "Wow, this is great! What a great thing to be compared in the first interview to Kate Bush." So that's when I became a fan of hers, and we all love the song. So.
Okay. And what was the greatest experience in your band history?
Oh, in band history.
Yeah.
Sirkku, what was yours?
Greatest
experience.
Well, I like this tour because it's our first headline tour in Europe.
I'm getting allergy from something. Yeah, which is really important to this interview. I probably am not dying. Yeah, but it has been a lot of fun in this tour, and Amsterdam was lovely.
Yeah.
And also, Germany, we have spent so much time last half year or last year here. It's almost impossible to say one certain experience.
Yeah.
Touring with Nightwish was, of course, a really, really great experience too, and all the record releasing parties are always really important, and you will remember those always, because it summarized the whole work you have done like 1 or 2 years, and then it's finally done.
Okay, and tonight's the last concert in Germany?
Yeah, that's right. That's sad.
Yeah, we have 3 days off here in Munich.
Yeah, and then we go to Switzerland and then to France.
Okay, but when you're on tour, you got the time to get sightseeing?
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes the schedule is really tough, and we have a lot of interviews and shows every night. But sometimes we take a couple 3 days, and it's nice to see some cities too.
Okay, you've got time to see Munich?
Yes.
Today, not yet,
Not
but
yet,
we have done some promotion tours here, so it's a lovely place.
Okay.
And my parents lived here when I was almost growing up, when I was -1 year.
Okay. What will the future bring to you? New album?
Plans. Oh yeah, we will do next spring. We will do still touring and festivals in the summertime, but we probably try to take a couple months off in the spring, and I start to compose the new songs, and
Okay.
probably you will get maybe something out in the end of next year.
Okay. And now the last question we ask in every interview: who pays for the first date? The man, the woman, or both separately?
I don't know. It probably depends who's richer.
Yeah, or do you have to go for a dinner as a date?
I don't know.
Maybe you can do something without paying.
Something free.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't care so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Sirkku do something free.
Yeah.